I want to thank you for attending today. My name is Jason Krolowitz, and I'll be talking to you today about our company Next Gen Paint and a new product that we were looking at bringing to market here. It'd be called our Fill and Go Roller. Once again, my name is Jason Krolowitz. So our mission here at Next Gen Paint, I'll go ahead and read that to you, is to create quality products for our customers that saves them time while also promoting resources conservation by limiting our use of water, energy, waste creation, and use of raw materials. Next Gen Paint Supplies takes pride in providing quality products to meet today's market needs, but we are also looking ahead to provide a better and safer environment for tomorrow. So what is the Fill and Go? So the Fill and Go is a paint and roller all-in-one. It's used to sample paints, usually at the retail market. When you go fill up your paint, you'll use one of our Fill and Go rollers to get your sample. It's available in any color you want. You can have it filled with any color. They are disposable and they're environmentally friendly. They'll be competitively priced, and we're trying to get them to be available in most major retailers as well. So the Fill and Go works by allowing the customer to choose the paint color of their choice and then receive the sample within that Fill and Go roller. And they are, once again, environmentally friendly, so you can just dispose of them when you're done. You don't have to worry about buying a paintbrush and using that as well. The applicator roller allows the customer to paint a 3x3 sample, and the applicator, once again, is disposable. The environmental situation. So Next Gen Paint Supplies decided to conduct our environmental situation by analyzing several external factors. We'll do the competitive factors, the legal factors, sociocultural factors, technology factors. So the competitive factors that we looked at here, why it's going to be better than the competition. It's small, 2-inch square samples. It's too small to really see the color. Other colors on the strips don't allow you to see. So that's the samples that are in the stores now. They're a little bit harder to see what that true color is going to be. Right now, if you purchase a quart of paint, it does get pretty costly. It's wasteful. It's time consuming. So our product will help with that. Alright, so to recap the product, the Fill and Go is a disposable sample size paint roller, custom filled by your paint professional in any color that you choose. Once again, it's environmentally friendly, it's easy to use, it's disposable, so you don't have to worry about harming the environment or having to purchase a bunch of extra supplies when you're purchasing a sample. So the product makeup, it's industrial hemp fabric. So it is, once again, environmentally friendly, and at Next Gen Paint, we want to make sure that all the products we produce are environmentally friendly. We want to be sustainable and make sure we're looking after the environment here. Disposable handle will be made of industrial hemp as well. Be a soft plastic that consumers will be able to squeeze to promote paint flow. So the packaging will be available, once again, at your local retailers, and we're going to try to get that available as many retailers as we possibly can there. The roller will slide through the packaging sleeve and will be hung next to the paint sample, so similar to your other paint samples that are out there right now. This is what the front of the packaging will look like here. And then the back of the packaging will have the instructions on what you need to do there in order to make it work. So we did go ahead and conduct a SWOT analysis as well. The strengths that we looked at here for this product would be, we are a sustainable company. We want to make sure we're minimizing our carbon footprint. Our products are going to be environmentally friendly as well, with this product here, the Fill and Go roller, being hemp-based. Leading innovation with first-to-market products. Right now, there's if you want a sample, you've got to find your color. You've got to go have them mix that up for you, and then you've got to purchase your roller, anything else that you would need to put that sample on. Where this will kind of customize that for you, be able to put it all into one sample for you. So you buy the roller, they fill it with paint, You roll it on, you toss it. You don't have to worry about purchasing a bunch of other stuff there. The affordability of the product as well will help us be able to sell products at established retail locations. So since it is a nice paint supply, you'll be able to get that at all of your, your standard retailers there. Some of the weaknesses that we determined here would be low brand awareness in the market. Since we are a new company, don't have any products on the market, we don't have a brand awareness at this point, so that would be one of our weaknesses there. We do have a limited product offering. This currently is the only product that we do have to offer right now, so we want to make sure we're looking into that in the future, but we have a high dependency on one segment, which would be the paint segment. And we're also relying on the retail stores to promote our products for us, to make sure that they're selling it according to our needs. The opportunities that we took a look at here would be an expanded range of product offerings, so we need to make sure that we're not focused on just one product. We need to make sure we get some other products out on the market so we can diversify the company. Once again, increasing the brand awareness. We're hoping that the retail stores will help us with that, to be able to push out that brand awareness to more and more people. And we'll also look at some strategic partnerships with some of the other major paint supply companies out there to see if maybe we can incorporate that into some of their offerings as well, to make sure that will help with our brand awareness as well by incorporating it into some of the other major companies that are out there. Some of the threats would be competitors developing a similar product. We always need to make sure we're keeping an eye on our competitors to see what they're doing there. Increased cost of raw materials. The popularity of hemp right now is increasing, so there's always that possibility that the cost will continue to rise on that, and we'll have to look at some other options there without having to go ahead and drastically increase the cost. And the fluctuation of the do-it-yourself market. The home market is always changing, so if more people are purchasing homes, more people are painting their homes and looking for samples to paint. So we'll have to keep an eye on the housing market as well to kind of see where things are at. And once again, this is kind of, we'll break down what we just discussed here, the strengths of the company, the weaknesses being the low brand awareness, high dependent on the retail stores there, the opportunities, developing some more products, and the threats, competitors in the market, increased cost of our raw materials, and the fluctuation in the paint market due to the housing market. Some of the marketing strategies here that we're going to look at, at Next Gen Paint Supplies. Target market will be consumers that own their homes, so baby boomers, Generation X. Some of the threats that we have out there will be competitors developing new similar products. Actually, look backwards there. All right, so we'll also target consumers that are focused on saving time when it comes to disposal of paint waste. So we look at people that want to save time but also want to be environmentally friendly as well. And we'll focus on not just the do-it-yourself painters, but also focus on contracting with some of the paint companies that are out there. Maybe just have our product here sold along with their paint as well. The demographics here, our consumers will vary in age, from older homeowners to first-time home buyers, anybody that is able to paint a residential property there, or even a commercial property as well. Home ownership rates right now at about 64.1%, which is a decent rate there, so the market is still looking good here. The geographic segment here is based out of Louisiana, so initially targeting the southern United States is where we'll be. Our primary goal here right now would be to kind of look into that area, but obviously branching, throughout the United States and hopefully eventually, maybe internationally as well. So the benefit segments that we have here is the consumers that value saving money, can find value in our product. Our product is much cheaper than buying multiple brushes, cans, all that stuff that goes into purchasing that. It's nice to be able to have just one simple applicator that you can fill, you can use, and then you can toss when you're done there, and also be environmentally friendly. Our marketing objectives with direct-to-store marketing have fill and go stock by 50% of all major home improvement stores in Louisiana within the next 3 years. We'll measure using customer feedback surveys as well on our site. We want to make sure we're at about a 90% satisfaction rate on our product. And we hope to achieve a net profit on the product here as well within the next year or two. We'd like to achieve a sales of around 4,000 units within the first year of launching the Fill and Go rollers. And we also want to expand our product line. As we had mentioned earlier, there in our weaknesses, we only have the one product at this point. So we want to make sure we're continuing to look at our research and development and being able to sink money into that to be able to find new products that we can bring to market. So our positioning statement for the company here would be for individuals who are looking for a way to simplify their paint sample experience, an eco-friendly paint solution that delivers the quickest and easiest way to test samples so the consumers can save time and make a difference in the environment as well. So with our product here, we'll say goodbye to purchasing multiple paintbrushes, having to rinse your rollers, test your swatches, all that stuff that you used to have to do when you tested your, when you had a sample. You'll no longer have to do that. We're dedicated to improving the painting experience by offering high quality, eco-friendly fillable rollers. Easy to fill at your local paint store, so there's not much to it. You just find the color that you like. They'll go ahead and fill it up in the roller for you, and then you'll take that home. So we'll be implementing strategic controls to manage the execution of our growth plan. The first step of that process will be to determine what controls we want to control based on the company's goals. We will be scheduling quarterly meetings on that to make sure that we're looking at what the company's best interests are to make sure we're taking a look at those controls. We'll set standards against which we can evaluate our actions and performances, and that will be done on a monthly review meeting. We'll also analyze the data for deviations to understand the data more clearly. That'll also be done at the same review meetings there. And we'll address whether we set the right standards, if the standard needs to be adjusted, if there's any shortcomings in there that we would need to fix internally. So here are our organizational goals and then how we will achieve those goals here. So as we mentioned earlier, we want to increase our footprint in retail stores by 50% over the next 3 years. So we'll be monitoring that quarterly through the report of our detailed locations of our retail stores on where we're actually selling our products. We also want to gain a 10% market share of the paint supply industry over the next 2 years. The market share penetration will be analyzed every fiscal quarter by using our total sales and comparing it to the total sales in the paint industry. We also want to achieve, once again, a 90% satisfaction rate of our customers here, and we want to do that on a yearly basis. We'll include a satisfaction survey with all of our rollers that we have here. You can go online and submit the survey. The results will then be sent to our manager here of customer relations and analyzed, and we'll analyze that on a weekly basis. If there's any issues out there that a customer reports, we'll also go ahead and address that with the customer. We'll also be searching some social media sites, things like that, to see if anybody is making any comments about the company or their products, to make sure if there's any issues out there, we address that as well. Once again, we want to have a sale of over 4,000 units within a year, and we want to expand our product line by one product per year. So we'll be monitoring the progress of the new product development on a quarterly basis. Once again, we're going to be investing in our research and development to make sure that we continue to focus on providing new products, diversifying the company, make sure we're just not a one product company here. All right, so the Fill and Go will be distributed at first to major hardware stores such as your Lowe's, Home Depot, Ace Hardware, your standard retail locations. So give Next Gen Paint Supplies the possibility to sell our Fill and Go products at a total of 9,072 stores of 3 different companies. So obviously those companies are within the United States there. We can go ahead and get a contract going with them to be able to supply that. We can reach customers that may prefer to shop at one of the businesses over the other. So by selling that in multiple stores, we'll be able to hit multiple consumers there. Advertising, so the Fill and Go will be advertised through social media platforms such as Facebook. The advertising follows the Facebook's pattern. They promote postings made and take advantage of the postings. Also have the ability to advertise to potential customers that show an interest in the areas that Fill and Go sets apart from other products. So we'll start with that as our advertising and then branch out from there as we grow. Our goal is to have Fill and Go placed on the end caps of aisles, either side of the painting can mix. We want to make sure it's a high viewable area there. This will give employees a reminder to mention our products to customers when they're at the stores. We want to make sure that when our products are sold in stores, that the employees are mentioning that product as well. That will be the go-to paint supply sample that they will offer when customers come in looking for a sample. And then publicity, public relations, to create awareness for our new product, the Fill and Go roller. We need to be active in the community. We'll hold sponsorships, things like that. Cleanup days by paying for waste management services. These events would provide Next Gen Paint Supplies with the opportunity to educate its target market on the benefits of the new product, our Fill and Go roller. So we want to make sure we're active in the community. We're continuing to tell people about the new product that we're offering, what its benefits are, what it can do for the environment, and that they can save money as well. All right, so that is the end of the presentation. Once again, my name is Jason Krolowitz. This is for our paint supply option for our Fill and Go rollers that we're going to be bringing to market. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to submit them at my email, which is jkrolowitz145827 at nsula.edu. Thank you for your time.